I'm going to show you a second installment to the video for reflexive verbs, and I forgot to mention one component I need to clarify in this video as well. So again, for the goal of this video, I want you to know how to read, write, comprehend, speak, communicate using reflexive verbs. We're going to do this again through multiple examples. Repetition, however, instead of being the present tense, we're now going to focus on the past tense, or in other words, we'll call it the preterite tense. So one quick clarification before we move forward. Whenever we are using the first plural right here, ourselves, instead of using stem changes, we just leave it the same. So I'll give you a quick example. This right here. We go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. So we say take the verb acostarse, take the se off, and now we put nos at the beginning to make it ourselves. And now instead of us changing the o here to a ue, we're actually going to leave it the same. And then we change the ar to amos, which would be we. So nos acostamos a las 10 de la noche. Now that's the only example where the stem change does not apply in the first plural, the we form, ourselves right here. Other than that, you always, right here for example, you always put the stem change. The o goes to a ue, e goes to a ie, or the e goes to a I. So I want to clarify that very quickly before we jumped into the past tense. In the last video, I wanted to save the preterite tense for another one. So we just looked at exclusively the present tense and evaluated the AR, ER, and IR forms. So now we're going to be looking at the preterite tense, pretérito, el tiempo pretérito, and here you see the verb endings for each of these. And here are our subject pronouns, as you guys should know at this point. I, yo, you, tú, he or she or it. Él, ella, usted means you, sir, ma'am, formal way of communicating. We, nosotros, you all, y'all, vosotros, we don't use that form, we use the ustedes form, and then they, ellos, and ellas. Very quick review of that as well. So here we go, el tiempo pretérito. When we look at some examples, these are the verb endings we're going to be utilizing for all of them. So same verbs we've just been focused on the last video. Now we're going to use some different examples. Alright, so let's take the verb afeitarse as we did in the last video, and now we're going to use the past tense. So, did you shave this morning? So instead of do you shave, did you shave? So did you shave this morning? So take the verb afeitarse, take the se off, go to the front, put te for yourself, because it's you. Make this minúsculo. Take the ar off. Te afeitaste. Where do we get that? We know that afeitar is an ar verb, which is right here, and it's you, the second singular. Te afeitaste esta mañana. Alright, let's see here. Let's do, they did not shave yesterday. Ellos no, take the verb afeitarse, and it's they who did not shave, so in this case it's going to be se, themselves. Ellos no se afeitaron ayer. So, did you shave this morning? Te afeitaste esta mañana. They did not shave yesterday. Ellos no se afeitaron ayer. Again, we're getting the ARON from right here. This is the preterite tense, the past tense, verb endings. Let's go on to the next example here. I'm going to take the stem change, by the way, does not apply to the preterite. Alright, it doesn't apply to the first plural, the we, ourselves, in the present, and this does not apply at all. These changes do not apply in the past tense or preterite tense. So let's take the verb to go to bed. If we were to say, what time did you go to bed last night? Verb is acostarse, AR verb. So we start out with a qué hora, at what time. Acostarse, to go to bed. Take the SE off, go to the beginning. I'm going to put the TE, which is yourself. AR off. Second singular, because it's you. A qué hora te acostaste? A qué hora te acostaste anoche, last night? Let's look at another example here. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. Let's use that one. Despertarse is the verb. We're going to take the SE off. Who is it that woke up this morning at 6? It's me or myself. So we're going to take the ME, which is located right here, our reflexive pronoun. Myself. Take the AR off. Slash the AR. There's our stem. Our stem remains the same in the preterite. And then we insert the verb ending, which in this case is going to be E with an accent. Me desperté. What time? A las 6 esta mañana. I'll give you one more example here. Try to incorporate a IR verb over here. If you notice, by the way, ER and IR are exactly the same when it comes to verb ending. It's nice to know that, to be able to remember. If you look, iste, yo, imos, and hieron. So exactly the same, which is very nice for having to memorize these. So we come up here, we'll look at the verb vestirse. Again, in the past tense, there's no stem change. Vestirse, to get dressed. Why did he not get dressed? We are leaving in 5 minutes. Alright, here we go. Porque él, here's the verb vestirse. We're going to take the SE off here, put at the beginning of the sentence, or beginning of the verb rather. Porque él, why did he no se vistió? Salimos en 5 minutos. Alright, hope that was beneficial to you guys. If you need more help, feel free to ask me in class. I'll be more than happy to help you.